We met in a restaurant at Phipps Plaza, and I was talking to my friend, and he leaned over and completely butted in our conversation.
As usual, I interrupted, which is always still an issue today. I interrupt. But no, and that's how we ended up meeting. And to be honest with you, like when we were first together, and I just had dinner, and we had a great conversation, and I got up and was walking out the door and wasn't even going to ask for her number because I thought, well, there's not a chance there. We had great conversation. And then Dion, which is completely outside of her shell, Kate said, hey, where are you going? Here's my number. Give me a call. And I think we ended up, our first date, I think we ended up going out to play golf.
So we got engaged at about a year and a half, and then we were married 6 months
Following,
later.
September. About a little over a year or so ago, we had run across the Dave Ramsey class, and we wanted to take the Financial Peace University. And so we found out that it was at Suwanee United Methodist Church. And within 30 days of becoming members of Suwanee Methodist, we knew more people in that church than we had known in our prior church of being there for 2 years, a little over 2 years. So we just really felt the fellowship was great, and so we just really enjoyed the message from Stephen and Leah and really everyone across the board. So that's why we really wanted to be a part of it, and we could also be a part of it and make a difference in the community and make a difference in the church.
Before we even got married, we discussed that we wanted a family, and even at that point, I think we had always talked about that we wanted to try and have a child, and we also wanted to adopt a child. And just the way things worked out, we tried, and that wasn't going to be a possibility for us. So,
and we've always been surrounded by our nieces and our friends' kids, and we were the ones that were always the one that would take them to soccer practice when somebody couldn't take them to soccer practice, or we've gone to more soccer games and soccer practices and cheerleading events because we have all nieces. So we've always wanted a family, and so just being able to adopt, that was an avenue that we knew we would always attempt to go that way anyways, whether we had children naturally or not. And so I think when the opportunity came up, that it was really okay, let's do it. I think the waiting would have been really hard because it happened so fast. I really don't think we had time to really grasp everything that was going on. And then, as we were, like Dion said, we did what normally takes 6 to 9 months for folks, doing the home studies and getting ready and in the financial portion of it and putting all those things together. It happened so quickly and so fast. And we didn't want nor needed for anything from our friends. I mean, we have a network of friends that within minutes, were, what can we do to help? How can we help? And people stepped in when necessary. I mean, we had to have people write letters of recommendation and things like that. And it was just, it was a fast process. And I'm actually, now that we've gone through it that way, I think that was for the best, because to have to, what some people go through, to agonize and know that, the birth mother can change their mind. And, when you go through that whole process, it can be difficult. I couldn't imagine walking by that crib or the nursery every morning and seeing an empty crib, until we knew. And so people wait a long time. So we were blessed, no question. We were blessed by just having it happen so quickly and to have a beautiful, healthy baby boy. There's no question that it has made us the happiest, that we could ever be with having him. And so that whole process happened quick, happened fast, but it turned out unbelievably well.
And we got to meet her. We got to spend a lot of time with his birth mother, who we just adored. She's just so sweet. And it wasn't, I think I was afraid that would be awkward or weird, and it wasn't. She was very emotional the night before she was to go into labor. She said to us that she truly felt that he was our baby and God had chosen her to have him. So.
Yeah. She's an amazing, amazing, amazing young girl, young woman. And she knew what she wanted, and she knew that as Dion said, that having us have Crosby was completed our family, and that's what she wanted.
But she wanted him to have a mother and a father and a backyard and a swing set
And a dog and
you know,
all those
and
things.
a dog and all the things that she had had growing up that she just couldn't provide for him right now.
But when we found out about that we were having Crosby, it's something I became just very emotional about. And during the time from when he was born to the week up to when we got to meet the birth mother and all those things, I would cry at the drop of a hat. As a matter of fact, the night before, and then when we met the birth mother, when we were walking in, my wife's like, "You've got to hold it together for her. Do not start crying in front of her." And I did all right till the last 10 minutes, and then I started bawling and crying in front of her.
But there was a period that I thought everything had fallen apart. And I've never gone through childbirth, but I would gladly welcome it 10 times versus the pain I felt in those 2 hours.
Just the joy that he has brought to our lives. The fact to see Dion be his mother is an amazing, amazing thing to watch. And to see him smile, or to hear, or just to look at him and see him smile when he sees me or when he hears my voice is just an amazing feeling. And to be a father, to have a son, is something that I've always wanted.
You know, he's very happy, and I think that helps calm me down and make me less nervous and worried about being a first-time mom. But he also, you know, I feel guilty. Sometimes people are like, "Oh, you're not getting sleep, da 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 da." We sleep fine. He's been sleeping through the night since 7 weeks, and he just has such a sweet disposition. It's made our family that much tighter. My parents are down here all the time now, and that's been great.
Yeah.
It just, you know, he completes us in a way that we didn't know we weren't complete.
Just being such a beautiful baby boy. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, we were blessed by God to have him. There's no question, and we are so grateful, and we thank the Lord every day. and I think too, just the ability to know how hard adoption is for the parents and for the moms, and what they have to go through, and understand that, you know, you are helping give a child what some of the parents may feel is a better life. And helping them and be very cognizant of their emotions and their feelings, and the birth mom and all of those things, and the birth father as well, is that it is difficult, and it is very hard for them to give up their child. But being able to give that up to a family and make a family is something that we're very respectful of and very grateful, and just knowing that there are children out there that don't have homes, that, you know, that being able to take part in the adoption process is something that I think can make everyone's life better. Not only did we have the ability to make Crosby's life hopefully better, you know, he's made our lives better, and he's made everyone's lives around him better. And that's why he's such a special gift from God.
You know, every story is different, so you can't, you know, base your decision on what happened for somebody else. It has to be what's right for you.
Yep.
And you know, there are ups and downs, but it's
Hey,
so
buddy.
worth it. It's so worth it.